Welcome to Espresso Yourself, Mom, Teacher, and Runner Talk, the podcast where lesson plans meet lattes and long runs.
We're four women juggling the journey of motherhood, teaching personal goals, and a whole lot of caffeine.
Here, we keep it real, the messy, the meaningful, and the moments in between.
So grab your coffee and join us for honest conversations, a few laughs, and a reminder that you're not in this alone.
Welcome back to Espresso Yourself. Today we're diving into one of the most chaotic, sugar-filled, costume-covered days of the year, Halloween.
Let's be honest, it's not just a holiday, it's a whole season. From school parties to trunk or treats to trying to run off the mini Snickers we ate at 7 a.m.
We'll share classroom confessions, parenting fails, and how running somehow saves us from candy hangovers. Grab your pumpkin spice lattes because it's about to get spooky and slightly sticky.
We had a break, our fall break. So we were an episode out. Some of us have traveled, some of us stayed home. So we're gonna have a larger chunk today of catching up because it's been a while and we've got a lot to cover, especially with Halloween. So before we get started, I have a special guest appearance for Halloween today. We have our very own Aaron Judge. I told them they could only make a guest appearance if they were in costume. Becky, you traveled at the end of your week. Katie and you stayed home, and I went down to Dominican, and I still feel like I am recovering. We got home Thursday, but I still feel like just getting back into a routine with the kids and then prepping things for going back to work tomorrow and having parent teacher conferences and just back to chaos with the kids. We weren't even home for 24 hours and it was already, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, oh my goodness, did we forget? I'm the adult. I'm in charge. I'm like, this is why mommy and daddy needed a vacation without you guys. I mean, I love them. I miss them, but it was just nice being able to not answer to children and just be on my own time. So, back to reality and
Yeah,
all
but
the things that come with it.
You held
I
yourself
did.
accountable with working out.
I did. So the last day or the third day, whatever it was, I didn't go to the gym, but we took a walk on the beach. So we walked about just shy of 2 miles on the beach. And then our travel day, I didn't get up and work out because, we enjoyed our last night. So we were a little sluggish that next morning. So, but yes, I did. I held myself accountable and it did feel good. It felt so much better knowing that workout in and then to just enjoy the rest of the day and not feel so bloated. Because let's be honest, when you're on a vacation like that at a resort, when it's just like drinking and all the food, like I ate food that I don't usually like eat. I told my husband, I said, I probably ate more food in a day than I usually probably do in a week. So, like it just, and you're trying all the things because you're like, oh, I don't like it. So, it's all inclusive. Who cares? Like I might as well try it. And like both days that I worked out, I went and ate breakfast first because I didn't want to go to breakfast alone. So I would go to breakfast with my husband and then I'd go work out. It was fine. But the day that we walked on the beach, I was like, "Whoop," because I had coffee. And the first 2 days, I didn't drink my coffee until after my workout. So that kind of like messed with my stomach a little bit. But yeah. And then I finally got to the point where I found my drink of poison because when you're at a resort, like this is where a lot of people are like, oh, I would love that. I'm like, like I get over the drinks. They're always so sugary and so like everything's, either tropical and I just get so bloated. And when you're in a swimsuit, there's nothing worse than feeling bloated. But I finally ended up getting Palomas, which were like the perfect drink because it's like a seltzer. So I didn't feel overly bloated. Like
Yes.
that was my drink of choice. I should have just started our vacation with those
Those
because
are so good.
yes,
Mhm.
they're light, refreshing, and they were perfect. So, but it was so much fun. We had a blast. But now it's back to
That's awesome.
reality, and parent teacher conferences start tomorrow on top of testing. We have our I Learn checkpoint test review this week and then testing this week. Hayes' birthday's coming up this next weekend. It's just, uh, it's all gonna hit. And then October's gonna be over, and then I might be able to breathe again. We'll see.
I have a question. Did you come back to
Okay.
cooler weather?
Yes and no. It was cooler that night because we came in Thursday night in Detroit. We landed in Detroit, and it was cooler because it was nighttime. But then Friday was pretty decent. It was probably high 60s, low 70s. And then yesterday we went to a skeleton festival, which I'll talk about later because it kind of fits in with our Halloween stuff. And it was like high 70s. I was in shorts and a tank top. I'm like, well, at least I can still work on my tan. I can keep my tan going for a little bit, what little tan I got. And then, yeah, I'm like, it wasn't as hot as, being down in Dominican, but I'm like, this is not fall. But then the wind picked up and it got kind of stormy and then it chilled off a little bit. But I'm like, this is not, today's going to be a rainy, crappy day though. But yeah, we didn't come back to cold, cold, but I'm okay with that. I just don't want 90 degrees
That's what it is
like
down here.
you guys. Yeah.
I think there's one day this week we're gonna hit 94, and I'm just like, "This is stupid." There's just no better way to put it. I'm like, I got a memory on my Facebook from a year ago on a run I did, and I was wearing a sweater after it. And I was like, "Where's this? Where is this where I threw the sweater on afterwards because I got chilly from sweating and running? Wait, where is this?" And yeah, I'm so over it. Everyone here is over it. This race we have coming up this weekend, there's people who were like, "I don't even know if I want to do it. It's going to be so hot." And I'm like, it legit is. It's going to be sunny and hot. And the second part of the race, you're facing the sun directly. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to mentally prepare myself now. Yesterday's run was so hot. It was so, so hot, and I'm over it. Like, I need Texas to at least cool down a little bit, not 95. Like, this is crazy.
It, like the 10 degrees. 10 degrees would make 85 is probably not good, but like 75, 70
Yes.
would be great.
Like, I'll
Yes.
take 75 at this point. Just give me
Mm-hmm.
75.
Yeah.
But 95? It's almost Halloween. It's almost November. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And so,
So
yeah,
take
no,
and
I didn't
Becky, I saw
go ahead.
that you did some runs being up north because you were up in Chicago
oh
the
my
last couple days.
gosh.
Because was it warmer than you expected to be up north or was it like perfect for you?
So first, I'm gonna need to send you all more pictures because the fall colors. So we're in Illinois. We're not like Chicago is like the northern part of the state. It's where we lived, it was an hour south of Wisconsin. So like we would go like hop on up to Wisconsin for apple picking, camping, things like that. Where I am right now is the very middle of the state. But the fall colors were like, I forgot what they actually were like. And so Friday we got here and I was like, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and pants for running. I'm warm. This is not okay. I was expecting it to be cooler weather. And then yesterday was I like just had a tank top and pants and I was like, okay, I can do this. I went on a shaded trail and today I'm recording outside on like a screened in porch and it's like 49 degrees. This is amazing. This would be I'm not going for a run today, but this would be like ideal run weather when I go back to Florida tonight and we're going to get off the plane and be like, "Oh my gosh, let's get this sweatshirt off." It's just going to be warm and humid and Yeah, but the runs here have been great. I texted my husband when I was almost done with my run on Friday, and I was like, "I have less than a mile to go. This is great. I can breathe." It was a hard run because it was an unexpected trail run with a lot of elevation, but I was like, "How where can I get this again?" But in Florida. We need a little compromise here, but the runs have been so good, and I just it's interesting, Katie, I don't know if they say it in Texas, but in Florida, all they say is you're going up north. Like, I had never heard that before I moved to Florida. They were like, "Oh, you're from up north," and I was like, "Yeah?"
Yeah. That's how we refer to it down here. Like, oh, you're from up north? Okay, cool. Like
Yeah.
anywhere above Oklahoma is
Mhm.
up north.
Yeah.
Oklahoma is kind of like our boundary.
Yeah.
And you go there and you're like, oh, you're going up north. How lucky are you? And it's like,
Yes.
what?
Yep. Yep. Fall colors, fall weather, just is feeling amazing. I love it. I
And
love it so
moms,
much.
not Texas moms, but the real moms.
Not Texas moms, but seeing we were at a so the reason why we
Mhm.
came up here is because my husband was the best man in a wedding, and so we went to they had it at a country club, and I need to this, like, view okay, we're right on the Illinois River, but, like, there's a surprising amount of hills here, which you wouldn't think for, like, Midwest Illinois, like, it just you wouldn't think that, but, like, looking out over the bluff with trees and the colors and the river, I said, "We have not taken a picture together in forever. We need a picture. We're dressed up, like, we just need this." It just was gorgeous, and all the regular mums were all over, like, that's just, like, what the decorations were, and yeah, incredible. This is it. We didn't have fall break, but this was our break away from kids and just we had a day off of well, we took a day off of work, and so it was great. I had to miss my kindergartner's first field trip, which I was so bummed about because that's like a milestone, but, we couldn't control this, and this has just been so great. We're going home tonight. We have a flight tonight, which is why we're recording in the morning, but yeah, it just has been so good.
So speaking of photos in the fall, we have not had a chance to get family photos since Hayes was 1, when he turned 1, and he's turning 5 next week. And we were supposed to get them 2 summers ago when we were on vacation. We were gonna get beach photos, which we normally don't do. Fall's my favorite time to get them, but that was right when he had his accident. We're like, "Well, clearly you're not gonna get photos when he's got a black eye and everything." So we weren't able to get them, and then last year just didn't arise, like, the opportunity, and, prices are going up right now with, like, to get somebody to do them, and then my sister, as we were on vacation, I saw her post a bunch of fall family photos, and I'm like, "What the heck? I didn't even know you were getting family photos." Well, one of her good friends that is a member at her bar studio, her daughter is very, very artistic. Like, she, like, does tattoo designs, she does all sorts of artwork, like, she's getting into photography. Well, she used to watch the kids during bar classes, like, she used to, like, be a little almost like a babysitter, and she's watched our boys before, and she's the one that took them. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So I reached out to her. I was like, "Hey, like, what is your pricing? Like, what is your availability?" Because she's just getting into it. And so we're actually gonna get family pictures in 2 weeks and just do them at my sister's property, which is where she had hers. Like, it's our family property, but I'm like, "Yay, like, we're finally gonna get some family photos taken," and it's been since he was 1. My husband hates it. He hates getting photos taken. Listen,
Same.
it's not like I do it every year. I don't do it every year. It's been since he was 1. I think we're a little past overdue to get some updates, so I'm excited.
We're past that too. Like, I might as well just go take a tripod and a phone and, like, use my watch as the like, taking the picture,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know?
I've
So
heard a
we
lot
did
of
that
people
back in
say
the
just
spring. We did that back in the spring. There's about an hour and a half away from us. It's like a little country town, and they have bluebonnets and just fields of bluebonnets in the spring. Really pretty. Y'all probably saw the pictures, but we went up there and we hadn't taken pictures since I think our first year married, our first or second year married, and we've been married 8 years. And I'm like, "Dude, we have to take pictures." Like, he has long curly hair now. Beforehand, he had, like, short hair. And I'm like, "You have long curly hair now, you look different." He hates pictures. And so we got those pictures done in the spring, and today we're supposed to go to a pumpkin patch with the running store people, and I said, "Okay, there's gonna be pictures." And so he's like, "Oh, I don't wanna take that many." And I'm like, "No, we're gonna take pictures because I can't ever get you to take a picture, and this is ridiculous." Like, people probably don't think we are together because there's never pictures of us, like, and
there
I'm like,
are
"I don't wanna
not.
go, like, another 7 years without a picture." Like, it's you know?
I cannot tell you how many times, like, for the kids, if they have a project or whatever, they're like, "Oh, good family photo," or, like, trying to find a picture of my husband, and I'm like, "We hardly ever have any." Like, I have tons of pictures of the kids, but, like, of just me and the kids, or, like, I have pictures of him and the kids because 'cause I'm the one taking them. I'm like, We don't ever have," or, like, we have a family photo, but it's, like, a goofy. It's not, like, one that is, a nice looking, or yeah, we rarely have them. Even, like, on vacation, I barely took any photos. Like, I took a few. I took, like, 2 pictures of us on the beach, but other than that, like, I was just in the moment. I'm really bad at that. And then when I do take 'em, I'm always, "Why do we have to have photos? Why do we have to have 50 photos?" And then, we have 2 boys on top of that, 2 little, and it's like, trying to get photos with my family it's interesting.
Impossible. I'm looking forward to a day of like relaxing. We have to make a return. They like rented suits from Men's Warehouse for this wedding last night. And so we're going to go after this, we're going to go return the suit. We're going to go and get my favorite sandwich when we come here. The place is like a couple doors down. And we're going to come back here and just relax and feel like the coolness. And I might go for a walk and that's it. Then it's back to reality tomorrow.
I think we're all back to reality tomorrow.
We are. My
All of us are
gosh.
either going back to school, going back home.
Yeah.
I was telling Allison I have, like I don't know why we scheduled it this way. I think just because schedules are just crazy right now with a bunch of upper admin, but I have a big meeting over one of the programs I'm kind of helping with, and it's first thing in the morning at 7:45 tomorrow, and I'm like, "Why did I agree to this meeting at 7:45 tomorrow morning?"
My
But
gosh.
yeah, I was like, "Okay, I'm starting," and then this week is just filled with meetings. Like, I was going through my calendar and I'm like, "My god, I'm coming
You
back to
can't
just, like,
tell.
busyness." So, I guess we're all just hitting the ground running because Allison's got her conferences and testing. Becky, I'm
Mhm.
sure I mean, just
Oh my
getting back in
gosh.
the groove with kindergarten, period, is just
Yeah.
gonna be yeah.
Now we're gonna be more into the crafts of and like bringing in pumpkins and carving them and looking at the seeds and like all this stuff. And it's gonna be like boom, boom, boom with Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and like there's gonna be a lot to share from now until December.
So, speaking of Halloween, how does it look? I know how it looked for, like, the junior high world for me, but, like, how do y'all navigate Halloween in, like, the elementary world?
So at our school, I don't know when they made the change, but we don't call it like a Halloween parade. They now call it a book character parade, which might be common throughout schools in the
Mhm.
country. But there was a form that we had to send home saying the child's name, their book character, and then like what costume they were going to be, and then what book it's from. So they're really like, stringent and all of that. And if you don't fill out the form, you can't be in the parade. So thankfully, Halloween is on a Friday this year. So we're just going to join the crazy and embrace it because the parade is the first thing in the morning. So they're going to come in costume. We're going to do the parade. We're going to send them off to specials. And then I plan on just doing all Halloween all day because they're going to lose it with going trick or treating that night. And just like we've been talking about Halloween for a couple weeks now, and it's still a couple of weeks away. So, I figure join in the crazy, the crafts, the games. Like, I'm not giving them any candy at school. They can, have all that when they go home. But I'm not going to call it like a Halloween party, but we're just going to do all Halloween stuff all day. And I guess like kind of all week because we're gonna not carve a pumpkin, but we're gonna dig out like the seeds in the pumpkin together. We're gonna measure like the little pumpkins. And so it's all gonna go along with like the standards that we're teaching, but it's just gonna be all Halloween stuff. So that like for us, this is the first year that since moving to Florida that I'm gonna get to celebrate all of that stuff because in 5th grade, I gave, like, a mystery picture or, like, whatever, and I didn't really teach that day, but this time with kindergarten, I get to join in all of the excitement, and that's, I'm so looking forward to all of that, just getting them excited about their costumes, and they've already told me what they're gonna be, and so, all the pictures this year to send to the parents and yeah, we're gonna embrace all the crazy, and thank goodness it's on a Friday because I don't wanna know what these kids are like after eating candy at all.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I'm so glad it's on a Friday this year. But I'm like you, Becky. Our school, since I've been there, we've never been able to have like a Halloween type day. I taught first grade for 10 years, and we always did a fall celebration. So kids could come in any fall related costumes. We had a full morning of fall centers. When we did first grade, we had a lot of themed units, and then they would have celebration days like rainbow celebration and our penguin, our black and white celebration, things like that. So that's how like they would do it, their fall celebration. So they could dress up like as pumpkins or cheerleaders or football players or things like that. But being in the older grades, like, and honestly, I don't feel like the older kids really care as much about it as like the little ones do to an extent. I mean, they get excited about it, but like you said, we try to tie in and do some things that day of. You know, it's funny because admin's always like, stick to the curriculum, stick to the schedule. These kids need routine. Okay, yeah, they do, but they also need fun. And all they're thinking about is what they're doing that night. And so
Mhm.
trying to tie it in, but also stick to our schedule because we've got these tight whatever. But every year something that we like to do is, and you guys might do it too, when you ask the kids, like we'll take our faces and then put them on like a silhouette, and the kids have to decorate what they think you should be for Halloween and then write about it. That's always very entertaining.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I should send you, if you don't do it, I should send you a link to it because it is so entertaining to see what they come up
Think
with.
in
Yes.
elementary, that would be super fun, especially with your kindergartners.
Yeah, I did it with my first graders and my fourth graders. And let me tell you, some of them are super creative. Like a lot of them will tie in like my personality and actually make it kind of match what they know about me. And some of them will like come up with some crazy things. I'm like, okay. And then just the pictures of how they make you out to be. We're like, like one year, the silhouette was maybe a little too feminine. And we're like, okay, we should probably change that silhouette so it's not so like figured, like, we're like, "Oh," like, they actually gave us some, like, "Okay, no," especially the older kids. "Okay, we need to just have a blob almost, or just put our head and they make the body." But for your younger kids, you definitely probably want some sort of body, but it's funny. You should do it.
Okay, I know, like, I've seen teachers do that, and I've not done it ever, but this year I'm going to. Like, because I don't know, at school we have a themed costume and with our whole team, and we have 7 people on our team, and we're like, "What could we do that hasn't really been done before? So we're doing the Very Hungry Caterpillar, and we nominated our one male teacher to be the caterpillar. He's so tall and thin, and like, that's perfect. We're voluntolding him that he's going to do it. And he's young. Like, he's a first year teacher. So we're going to be like, listen, you're going to go do that. And then as we go down the hall, the other teachers are going to be like the order of the food that the caterpillar eats through. And then the last person in the hall, she's going to be the butterfly. And so I'm like, the kids will never guess it, but I'm so excited. And now I have to DIY my costume. So I looked up, I'm going to be the cupcake. Yeah. I wanted one of those like other like sweet treats. I looked up, maybe I could be the watermelon or the strawberry or whatever, but I think I had a cupcake costume before. So I'm going to try and DIY it. And thankfully, my mother in law can sew some things, but like she needs to sew like the frosting that goes around. I'm gonna like get a laundry basket, cut the bottom of it out.
Do a tutu as your frosting.
That's
Do
so
a
smart.
tutu as your frosting, such a
Yeah.
frosting, and then
Oh, that's so smart.
and then that would
Okay.
be easier because you can just get like a cheap
Yes.
tutu off
Yeah.
of Amazon.
Yeah. Okay, that's so smart. And then I need to get suspenders. I asked last night, where can I get suspenders?
Amazon.
But other people said Farm and Fleet. Allison, do you guys have Farm and Fleet in
Not a
Indiana?
Farm and Fleet. We have like Rule King and Tractor Supply, but not a
Okay.
Farm and Fleet. Or
Okay,
if we do,
so
it's
I
not
was
around
like,
me.
okay, we have one of those, and we didn't have any of them in Chicago, but there's some here in Central Illinois, and then there's some in Florida. But I was like, where in the world suspenders? Like, but anyhow, I need something to hold the tutu up, and or the not the cupcake costume up. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for all that.
Junior high, like secondary. They just like over the last 3 years started letting the kids wear costumes to school, but they
That's
did
risky.
not. It's super risky. And every year it makes me so nervous. They can't wear mask. They can't wear like anything over their face, but they can wear a costume, and the costume cannot be short. If it's short, they have to wear like leggings underneath it. Every year it's like a huge risk taker. I do not like it. I'm not the biggest Halloween person. I'm the one that's like, all right, we're staying on track because junior high kids with no like direction is just pure chaos. Um, and to be quite honest, with Halloween being on a Friday, it makes me super nervous for my friends that are still in the classroom. Like, it's going to be pure chaos. But I also found out that me being at the admin building, the different departments participate in a Halloween costume contest. I don't really dress up. And I said, we have to dress up. And my suite mate is like, yeah, I think we're going to do something. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I just want minimal, as easy as possible. I don't want to have to put a lot of effort into it because I'm not a big costume. Like, I'm literally wearing it for maybe that hour that I have to wear it. And then I'm going to take it off and just move on with my day. So maybe like I'm the Halloween version of the Grinch, but like I'm just
Where
not a Halloween person. Like, I love all things fall, but the costumes, the excessive candy, no, I'm good. Like, I can pass on all of that. And I've always
whereas
been
I
that way. I've never, like, as a kid, I loved Halloween. But even like getting into college, college kids love Halloween. I never did. I was like, no, I'm good. I'll stay home and watch a movie. Like, I don't need to go out. None of that. So I don't know what kind of costume I'm going to get into. I'll have to keep y'all updated on that. I'm sure I'll find out this week. But oh, and then I found out that you have to make up a song and dance for this contest. And I was like, I don't sing. I don't want to dance. Like, these ladies are going
Becky
to get
is
way
sitting
too
here
into it.
going,
And I'm
I
just,
can do it. I would do it. Designing a costume, singing, dancing. Becky's like, I'm in. That sounds like
So
everything, Becky.
it's interesting. It's interesting because I'm not exactly like a costume person either. I do not like when you have to buy something to wear for one day and then, like, you toss it aside, that's
Yes.
not my deal. I am doing the team costume, but listen, I am in it for the song, the dance, like, that is my jam because that's what I do all day, but, like, yeah, no, I understand your perspective in all of that, and yeah, no, I get it. Even I don't even wanna buy my kids costumes for one day, like, that makes me frustrated.
Or you could
Like,
be like
as a
Allison's
kid,
kids that are wearing them a full 2 weeks before Halloween.
listen, y'all,
Well, yeah.
first of all, I loved dressing up as a kid, whether it was Halloween or not. You look at photos of me back in when I was a kid, I was always dressing up. I first of all, we also did dance, and so we always had our dance costumes, but I my mom would get out old clothes, and I just always was dressing up. I had such imagination, and I think that's where my kids get it because my youngest loves to dress up. He will like, we have a whole bin of clothes, and so I absolutely love that part of Halloween. As a mom, I'm starting to fade because it's a lot of work. I will say, as a mom, the first couple of years, like your baby's first Halloween is always special. Hayes was only like a week old for his first. I remember Oliver, and I don't remember if I shared this before, but Oliver's first Halloween was right after his surgery. He was 7 months old and he had his surgery like October 9th and then Halloween. So, and he had his little sticks in, we call them. So we dressed him up as Frankenstein because it just was fitting. Yes. And then for our run club, we had a themed run and we dressed him up as Lieutenant Dan. And my husband and I went as Forrest Gump and Jenny. Perfect. Because, he's in the stroller. I love like themed family things. My husband hates it. But the last couple years, we've done trunk or treat at our church. And the first year we did, my son was really into Sonic. And so we did um, Dr. Eggman. I was Amy Rose. Hayes was Tails, and I made that costume. And then Sonic. And then the year after that, they were in the Ninja Turtles. So we were all for the Ninja Turtles. And then last year, we finally caught a family break, and I did not make them dress up. They were, I don't even know what they were last year. But this year, we're going as Aaron Judge, because, everything's baseball life. And then nothing like last minute changes. Hayes was supposed to be a ghost last year, but it didn't come in time. So he ended up having to be like the dinosaur. So I was like, oh, you can be your ghost this year. He's like, okay, we're all set on it. Well, then he tells me, I really want to be Jack Skellington, a skeleton. I'm like, are you sure? Like, this is the first I'm hearing of it. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, well, what about your ghost? "Yeah, okay. I love Halloween and I want the kids to be able to pick what they are and I don't want to like dictate. So I get on Marketplace. I find this girl that has one his size for like 25 bucks. And I was like, hey, will you take 15? Yep. Okay.
Done.
So I dropped the kids off at my mom's Saturday. We were flying out Sunday. We were leaving at 3 a.m. I come home, I pack, I do all this stuff because the lady can't meet me until after 6. I met up with her. I got to her house at 8:30 at night, had to run to Target to get something. By the time I got home, it was like 10 o'clock. I'm like, all for this costume for you, buddy. But I tell you what, since coming home from vacation, he has not taken that thing off. He absolutely loves it. And yesterday, it was perfect because we went to a skeleton festival and they had a costume contest. Hey, bud, you ready? And so he's ready to now share his costume because he actually won best costume yesterday at the skeleton festival. And it was like perfect. He has not taken this thing off. Like he asked to sleep in it. But he's my little like loves to dress up kid.
My gosh.
You hold up your
That's so
trophy.
cute.
Look at me.
That is that's so
That's
cool.
It's
cute.
a little skeleton.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's cute.
That is perfect.
Yeah. He has not taken that thing off though. He absolutely, and it looks so cute because he's got like, it looks like he's dressed up all fancy with his bow and tie. Like it's adorable. It's so stinky cute. Yeah. As much as it was like a pain to go and get the night before our trip and it was a late night, I was like, why he can just do the ghost. He can do the ghost. But I'm like, it's these little things like that that just they matter. Like to see the joy in your kid, like it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
Yeah. This is the first year that so my younger son just turned 4, and this is the first year where I said, "Hey, what do you wanna be for Halloween?" And he's like, "Spider-Man." I said, "Okay." And then I asked, just to make sure, I asked him, like, every other day what he wants to be, so Spider-Man is it. He has stuck with it. And my older son loves to dress up. Spider-Man, Hulk, Ninja Turtle, like, he has all of it, and so I was like, "Perfect. We have a costume. I don't have to buy it. Thanks." And then my older son wants to be an FBI agent. He has now, like, figured out how to get on Amazon and look up costumes, tell us how much they cost, and, thankfully, he is one that likes to dress up, even though he's about to turn 9, like, right after Halloween. He's still, like he's in that in-between phase of he loves his imagination, but, like, still wants to be cool with his friends. But I know, like, he'll get use out of that costume and probably annoy the heck out of it, like, just annoy us with all of the, like, "FBI, coming in!" Like, he just loves to do all of that, but I'm like, if y'all I don't know, like, I am not as a mom, I am not creative outside of the classroom, so making costumes, coming up I'm just not creative with all of that, so I'm like, "We have a costume, you wanna get one off of Amazon? You're happy? Perfect. Let's do it, and now let's move on." That I look forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas so much more than Halloween, but that kicks off the whole entire season, and I guess if my kids are happy, then I'm happy. Let's
Yeah.
go walk and get some candy.
Yeah. I love the idea of all like the DIY, like cute homemade costumes. Love the idea behind them. And I'm always like, oh, I could do that. In reality, no, I can't. Like when I made the Sonic costume or whatever, I probably spent more trying to make that than I would have just buying something. So like
Mhm.
buying the Aaron Judge stuff for him he was perfectly content. Like he actually gave me a hug and said, thank you, mom. I'm like, all right. And I know he'll wear that around. Costumes, they can be great and they cannot be great. How many of you have ran in a costume though?
I've run in a tutu and it's terrible. I will never do it. There is a race that we're doing Sunday, a week from today, and they encourage costumes. No, I'm good.
Have
Nope.
you seen people
I
run in, like, a dinosaur costume or,
Yep.
like,
Oh
a
my God.
banana
So
costume?
yep. So a friend of my sister's, they actually like work with my sister and her brother-in-law at the church they go to. And every year they do the turkey trot. And even like, I think they're going to do this race that we're doing next weekend. And they are costume runners and they run fast in it. And I'm just like, are you not hot? Are you not miserable? And there was one year he was running in a turkey outfit and his turkey outfit broke. And so his like feathers were like hanging off and he's like trying to hold on to it and run. He was running, get this, he was running at like an 8:30 pace. What? No, no. I will run at that pace in just my normal street clothes, like my running clothes, not a costume. That's no, I am team no costume while running.
Same,
It's hard
same.
enough running like and being comfortable in regular clothes. Like I'm very picky about what I wear when I'm running as far as like being comfortable. There's nothing worse than like trying out a new like pair of shorts or whatever and like
Mhm.
when I find a pair of shorts that I like, I stick to those. I get them in every color until I find a new pair of shorts that I like better or like sports bras. And you add a costume to that, you're itching, you're chafing, you're all the things. Like I did a tutu once. We did a what was called it wasn't for Halloween, but it was a chicks run. So like girls on run. It was all
Mhm.
and I have this like sentimental like thing with this little like stuffed chick with my grandpa. And so we got my aunts, my cousin to all run this with me. And we had yellow leggings with white shorts, big old tutu. I like ironed on this chick. I mean, it's just so uncomfortable. I don't know how people do it with all the things. I mean, themed races are fun, but not in a costume. So I'm out on that one too. So Halloween reminds us that chaos can still be magical, whether it's sticky hands, late night candy sorting, or those sugar high smiles in your classroom.
Take the picture, eat the candy, wear the silly costume. You've earned it.
And remember, laughter burns calories, coffee counts as fuel, and November will be here before you know it. Even in the madness, you're doing amazing. So grab the Reese's and espresso yourself.
Thanks for sipping and sharing a moment with us today. We can't wait to keep showing up with you each week. Messy, caffeinated, and real.
And if you liked what you heard, we'd be so grateful if you'd follow, subscribe, or share this with your teacher, bestie, mom, group chat, or training partner, or all three. It helps more people find our little corner of chaos and connection.
And don't forget to connect with us on Instagram at Espresso Yourself Podcast. Tell us what resonated, share your own stories, what topics you want us to cover, or just come say hi.
Make sure to hit follow so you don't miss next week's episode.
Until next time,
Keep showing up.
Keep giving yourself grace.
And espresso yourself.
one sip at a time.
Cheers.